Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot. This is the final part because, I could have made this like 4 parts if I really wanted to be lazy. But I crammed the rest of the collectathon into this part, so that's why it's an hour and 20 minutes.
You could have just made this an hour long, cut out the 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes of the last part. We could have had 3 parts, and that's 3 weeks of content.
You're right. I'm a failure. Okay, so what you're not seeing. I forgot that this pit was a mandatory place I needed to go to complete the level. And I played the level like 3 times before remembering that.
Good job.
So, yeah, those robots that were down there are supposed to be your clue to do that. But
I'm glad we're in a new environment and level layout.
Yeah.
Something new to look at.
Yeah, we're now in the final island of the game.
Ah, wait, there were islands?
Yeah, like on the world map, we've been going from island to island.
I thought you were on the same island the whole time.
Oh no, like after I beat like the fat guy on the first island, there was like a transition to us like going to the next island.
Oh, I was paying attention, I swear. I'm like about to play Persona 3 now.
I mean, it's a small detail, but like they also do like, I think we talked about this last part, the like show don't tell storytelling. So like in the background of earlier levels, you get to see like the Cortex Castle on the third island off in the distance. So it's cool.
I like the
like
effect. They're not on screen right now, but I like the effects given to the different colored pipes.
Yeah,
make each one seem different. I don't know how close that is to the original, but it looks nice here.
Well, in the original, they were pretty much just blue and orange.
I figured, but like...
But this is,
like, yeah... to detail. How does the, I wonder how the acid in the background there looks in the original.
It's probably just like a 2D texture, I would imagine. I mean, yeah, the original game still does look really good for a
Can I play the original on PS3?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
In fact... Aren't all PS3s backwards compatible to the PS1?
No.
Oh. Well,
only certain games.
You have the Slim, don't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're good.
I know you need the original PS3 to play all PS2 games, but not PS1 games.
I think the Slim is compatible with all PS1 games.
And if I'm wrong, then I'm going to go and buy a physical copy of Silent Hill 1, even though I already have the digital copy.
Yeah, if you've got a PS3 that's compatible with PS1 games, that's like prime real estate for retro game collecting right there.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I got all the Crash games. Though I did actually, to go into my history of this franchise a little more, my dad actually got a PS1 back in the 90s. And when I was born, I just had this treasure trove of games that I wasn't allowed to play because it was a expensive item for him, and that he never played. He played Asteroids on it. He played Asteroids. Yeah, that's the game that I really got hooked on as a child. But then there was also the Star Wars Phantom Menace game, which was a lot of fun. What was it?
Was it pod racing?
No, it was like a top-down arcadey sort of beat 'em up. It's literally just called Phantom Menace, I'm pretty sure. But it's like a retelling of the game's story. I don't think the game is looked favorably upon today because they went like really heavily into the the arcadey elements. So if you die,
to your lives? Oh. Never mind. Okay.
No, the bonus levels, they tally up the lives that you are currently collecting, and then if you beat the bonus level, then they get added to your life count. But yeah, anyways, to get to what I was saying, we had Crash 3 on there, and I really wanted to play that game. I sucked at it, and my sister would always hog it because she wanted to play the Coco jet skiing levels.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to your sister.
She was good at those levels. She just never let go past it. And it was in like the first batch of levels in that game, like the first stage, which has 5 individual levels. One of them was the jet skiing level, and we just never got past that point.
To
'cause
this
she would
day,
just
my
keep playing
copy of Sonic Heroes has a single level beat. I just love Seaside Hill that much. It's so good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm there for that guitar.
Oh yeah.
I've tried Ocean Palace. Doesn't do it for me. I can't beat it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. But so this is, I guess I should talk about how I am going about this completion process. So this part, other than like I think one color gem, this is where we collect like all the rest of the color gems. And if you remember from last part, you cannot die when going for a color gem. And you need color gems to access paths and other levels. So what you guys are not seeing is my many failed attempts at some of these levels to get the color gems.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you're only seeing my successful attempts. And then when I go back to previous levels that have color gem pathways, I cut straight to those color gem pathways just to show where the boxes are. And then I cut to the end of the level to show me getting the gem.
I have never seen a single enemy like this. That was weird.
Yeah. So yeah, we're in Cortex the Cortex factory, which is run by I forget his name, but yeah, he's like a mob boss animal creature. And apparently Tana Bandicoot, the girl we're rescuing in this game, she leaves Crash for him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
I'm sorry, buddy. I feel you there.
You see that? That's a color gem path.
How are you supposed to get on that?
Can't beat this. Well, it's a once you get the color gem, the platform fills in, and then you ride the color gem to the color gem path. So.
I get it now.
Yeah. So
Except
yeah, that's why you need the color gems because boxes are always hidden on color gem paths in this game at least. Sometimes in like Crash 2 and 3, yeah, see, this is the other end of the color gem path that I can't go down right now. But sometimes in like Crash 2 and 3, the color gem paths only lead to like another gem. So you only need to go there just for a gem, so you can still complete the level other than getting that gem, and then just go back for the gem when you get the colored, crystal. And,
do you have to jump on these ones, or can you break them?
No, you can just break them, but I want the fruit.
You don't need the fruit though.
I don't, but I want the fruit. That's yeah. So
why you miss all the boxes?
Because there's 9 of them on the colored gem path. Okay, this one right here, the one we're about to do, generator room, is a colored gem level. This one I actually got on my first try.
Nice.
I was very satisfied because I was ready to like restart this level over and over. But no, it is hard. It's mainly a depth perception thing.
Yeah, I can kind of see that already.
Yeah. And Cortex is doing a weird thing on all the monitors.
It's one of those things where even with a drop shadow, you can't see where you are below.
Well, that is a funny thing about this remake. I'm not actually sure if this is the case, but sometimes it feels like the drop shadow does not appear unless you're close enough vertically to the platform, which makes no sense. So if it's like a high jump, you just don't get a drop shadow. That's stupid. Yeah. That big platform, by the way, falls if you stay there too long, so don't stay there too long.
You ruined your jumping combo, and I'm sad.
Yeah. I'm playing very cautious on all these stages, so that's probably why.
I see.
This is the Dark Souls of platformers, after all.
Ugh. I'm gonna make you watch. We're gonna go straight into Dark Souls 2 now. Forget Final Fantasy. I guess spoilers for
We're not gonna get the fucking Final Fantasy for a little bit.
After whatever we do after Dark Souls.
You should finish editing Dark Souls before recording the rest of that game.
It's almost done. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I really like the challenge of these levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these guys are assholes, so you are kind of better off just taking the hit there. Because their timings rarely line up with the platform.
Are there any don't get hit challenges for a crash?
I'm sure someone's done it, but
I mean in the game.
Oh, no. The closest we get to that is Crash 4's Don't Die challenge.
Yeah. Plenty of people do no hit runs of Dark Souls, so of course you can do it here.
Yeah. That's surprisingly something I've not actually seen in a Crash game. It is very easy to take damage in these games.
It looks like with some memorization it'd be pretty easy to get through.
I mean, you think that, but some of these spiky guys have a deceptively huge hitbox, and there's that kind of stuff all over the game. This game is...
I think you're heavily underestimating what speedrunners can do.
I'm not saying people can't do it. I'm saying that it would be annoying to do because it's very easy to take damage in this game.
You're so scared.
Because Crash is a big fucking character on the screen. And all the enemies are also big fucking characters, and you're in these like linear tight platforming areas.
I wish every character model in gaming was the size of Tiny Mario and New Super Mario.
It's impossible for you to hit anything, but it's also impossible to get hit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey, you can beat the bosses in that game with Tiny Mario. It's doable.
You just gotta like jump over them, don't you?
You just gotta jump and butt slam your ass on them.
Okay, so last level we got 50%. But yeah, here's already another color gem thing. They put all these like right in a freaking row.
Yay!
And this one is a mega depth perception issue.
I'm surprised they didn't try to do anything to fix that in the remake.
Actually, in this level they actually do, because in the original, like this level, you're going into the screen with like this really low camera angle, and then there's barrels coming at you. In this game, in the remake, they added little marks on the ground where the bouncing barrels actually bounce. So you can just kind of stand in between those areas, so you don't get hit by the bouncing ones at least. And the rolling ones are pretty easy to dodge anyways. It was always just the bouncing ones, because you're never sure where they're gonna bounce. But now you are sure, because there's little marks on the ground. And I think this one I also did on my first try. Don't quote me on that, but
I expect there to be this much guitar in the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a pretty good soundtrack. It's like Crash 1 has like the least memorable soundtrack of the trilogy.
Dang.
Kind of to be expected, but it's still some good tunes. Yeah, you see little marks on the ground. That's where the
it's like the opposite of Sonic for me. I think Sonic 1 has the better soundtrack to 2.
I got extremely lucky there.
I see that.
But yeah, also, we never really talked about it, but the mask that's following you around, that's pretty much your health bar. If you don't have a mask, you die in one hit. If you have a regular mask, which is just hitting a mask box one time, you get one extra hit. You hit it a second time, you get 2 hits before you can die. And then you hit it a third time, that's when you get the invincibility mask. So, it's pretty interesting. The invincibility mask is like quintessential for speedruns. Because you gotta like perfectly like time when you get the third mask. To make sure that you can get through certain sections as fast as possible. It's mainly for like Crash 3, which introduced the time trials, which are mandatory for completion of that game, and that's why I don't like to complete that game.
Just get good.
We got another colored gem. Okay, so his name is Pinstripe Potoroo. That's who we're fighting
Neat.
now. Yep.
Oh my.
And his hitbox on these bullets is really weird. You may have seen that fade. I did die to him a couple times, mainly because I was
didn't
getting
see it. You
impatient.
could have hit it and looked like a god.
Someone would have noticed it if someone would watch this. But I like the little picture he drew on the floor.
Neat. A good plan. Leave it there on the ground.
That's the blueprints for his master plan.
Can
He's
you keep
also-
hitting him, or does he get invincibility?
You cannot really always hit him because you'll try to go for him, but
I mean,
he'll
when
start.
you hit him the first time, can you hit him again, or does he have invincibility?
He has invincibility. You can't just spam hits on him. I would have done that.
Then it'd be a better game. I agree. Crash 4 sucks, or Crash 1 sucks.
We're not to Crash 4 yet.
Crash 4
We gotta keep
sucks
talking
too.
about it.
It's overrated.
Oh, hey, I'm suddenly Coco.
Oh, neat.
You didn't. Oh, yeah. It's because I died doing this a couple times. Stupid invisible goddamn platforms.
They're your friends.
But this is the hard version of this level.
I see.
I don't know.
I
if
could
you
do it first try.
Okay. Yeah, because these turtles, you have to bounce on them to get across. But you can't just bounce on them from a standstill and still make it across. You have to run up to them and jump on them, so you're at top speed. It's very specific. And sometimes you need to hit them like when they're right on the edge. But yeah, this level was a pain the first playthrough.
If you can remember your first playthrough.
I do. Because my first playthrough of this game was my
I hope
first
you didn't need that.
No, see, I'm cheating now.
Is it really cheating if it's still in the game?
No, but I don't
Now,
think
if you
the
just
original
hold forward,
developers
does that
did.
work, or do you have to kind of angle the analog stick?
No, it's
this
just
version?
holding straight forward.
Okay. I didn't
Which
know
is
how.
why-
I didn't know if this was full 360-degree control or
Well, it is.
8
It
direction.
is.
Like,
It is,
Okay.
but it's based on the direction of the level, not necessarily the camera. So holding up on the analog stick or the D-pad takes you straight forward in the level, and not straightforward based on the camera. Because then, like levels like this, where if you're on the sides, straight would be like sort of walking into the rope a little bit. It'd be a little weird.
I started imagining this game with tank controls, and it's pretty funny in my head.
The original version of Crash 1's not too far off. Oh, there's one of those sneaky boxes.
Where at?
It was above the metal crate, on
On
top of that stack of other crates that you have to break. So if you break
Oh, I
those
saw
other...
that immediately. I didn't know what we were talking about. You know, I just have God sight.
Did you see it before I broke it?
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
Don't
I'm
fucking
glad
lie
you
to
started
me.
believing me, though.
Don't fucking lie to me.
I see shit, dude.
Okay, this is a very fun type of box jumping puzzle that they like to do in these games. You don't want to break them all on your first go because you have to go back, but if you go back, you won't be able to, you know, come
Yeah.
back again. So I am terrible at describing that. I'm so sorry.
You could have just let me watch it, and I
It
did.
kinda-
And I got exactly what it is.
I kind of just had a stroke there. It's fine.
It's okay.
That's
It
one
happens
thing-
to the best of us, except for me.
Yeah.
But when you're perfect and working with imperfection, it's just how it works, you know?
If you play Crash 4 and you get 100% on the first level, the first try, I'll take back everything bad I've ever said about you.
I'm gonna start recording. Can you send me a copy of the game?
Nope, you gotta buy it.
Fuck you.
Another color gem level. This is the first of the rainy castle climbing levels.
I like a raining castle.
These levels are like my favorite, and one of them was cut from the original game because it was too hard.
Oh, you're gonna love Dark Souls 2 then. It's got a map exactly like this, where it's just a castle, but it's raining, and it's aesthetically amazing. Drink like a castle, it's awesome.
Well, it's not even just the aesthetics; it's like the gameplay too. It's just solid platforming.
I just like the aesthetic, cause like Sonic Robot Blast 2.
Oh yeah,
I think
that
it's
level's
Eggman
fucking
Castle.
awesome.
It took me
level's
like
amazing.
a month to beat that level because I would play it and not finish it.
Yeah,
I would just stare at it and be like, "All right, I've had my fill. I don't need to play more."
that's fair. But yeah, the second act, quote unquote, of this, I guess you could call it, was cut from the original game because it was too hard. It was like a full level that was still in the game's code, so you could access it if you had like an action replay. But they
Was it hard?
Oh, it's very hard, especially if you're going for completion on it. But
I think American gamers should stop being bad, because this is why Japan had to change their levels too.
this game was made in America.
Shut up.
Do you think a Japanese game's gonna have this level of freaking squash and stretch in the freaking 90s?
Comic Stone?
No.
I don't know. It's got a comic book aesthetic, you know.
That's not squash and stretch.
Is it not? I've barely played any of it. I don't remember.
But yeah. So
This looks like an easier version of the block puzzles from Mega Man, and that makes me happy that they're actually doable.
This is like these levels are really like they don't really blindside you. They're kind of fully beatable first try if you're a good gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the challenge comes in when you're going for getting all the boxes, especially on the colored gem levels. But oh yeah, this colored gem took me a long ass fucking time. But the Stormy Ascent level, the one that was cut, they added it to the remake as DLC. And I play it in this playthrough, of course, but I don't really edit during that. In the spirit of it being the hardest level in the game, I don't edit.
Boy.
So we get to see, for like the first time in this playthrough, all of my attempts.
Is that why this is an hour and 20 minutes?
Yes, because that's 12 minutes of of a level.
Oh boy, I'm gonna go play some Persona now. Have good luck. I believe in you. You can keep the commentary going.
It's fine. What, you don't like the Dorito Sonic?
What?
Crash is Dorito shaped, and he's an animal character, so he's clearly a Sonic ripoff. Oh yeah, that's something we didn't talk about. That's something we didn't talk about last part.
You forgot a box.
No, I didn't. This is a checkpoint, and it was an Aku Aku box, so I wanted to save that for after this checkpoint. So I could get it if I died. Though this is a color gem level, so that wouldn't have actually helped me. But I did kind of want it, because if you die in a bonus level with a mask, you lose the mask. Even though it's just a bonus level. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, the beta for this game was called Sonic's Ass Game. Because Sonic was the most popular animal character, mascot character at the time, and they were making this 3D game with a character that looked kind of similar. And they didn't actually have the design for Crash yet at that point. So they were just calling it Sonic's Ass Game, because you're just staring at Sonic's ass the whole time.
That's good.
So that's what you can call like every modern Sonic game.
Crash's ass?
Yeah, Crash's Ass Game. Though I guess that'd be more so Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Kind of.
because you can't even physically turn around in that game.
More Sonic Forces. With how hallway everything in that game is.
I mean, Secret Rings is literally only hallways. Because it's on rails.
Yeah, but like I don't want to put Secret Rings down that much, you know? I like Secret Rings. I don't like Forces. I don't mind shitting on that.
But here's a darkness level. It's dark, so Aku Aku lights the way, and that's that.
So what's the point of the darkness?
He will go away if you take too long or take damage.
Huh.
So, yeah. But you can also cheese it.
How easily can you see, though?
In the remake, very easily if you have like a pretty bright monitor. But in the original, it's like pitch black. But you can't cheese
CRT
it.
players beware.
You can cheese it though, because look at the sides of those pathways there. There's like places where you can stand. In any other game, there'd be invisible
so it's like
walls.
Sonic 06.
Yeah, I guess.
Except in Sonic 06, I still fell off of this.
Oh, yeah, see, I got hit. Briefly, but... It is pretty scary when you can't see. Oh, and this is a... Oh, you need a colored gem for this. God damn it. So we'll be coming back here. And yeah, see, I'm platforming in the dark just fine. The recording may be a little darker than what I was actually seeing. Yeah, beat the level.
I have nothing to say.
You don't have to say that you have nothing to say when you have nothing to say. Just say nothing!
Yeah, but it gave me something to say, you know? It's kind of the point of this channel is to talk.
No. Also, this level is called Jaws of Darkness, but it's not a darkness level. This one's a really tricky one to get 100% on, because they have some like beginner's traps, like spinning an enemy into a bunch of TNT, which causes the TNT to explode and destroy a Cortex token. That sort of stuff. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I did that like 3 times in a row in this playthrough of the level, but I cut it out, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
Like I said, I cut this down from like 3 hours, so this is like the most streamlined this could have possibly gotten with editing.
That's what I did for Dark Souls, and you should thank me. No.
You could at least put fade transitions instead of just jump cutting. God.
No.
No, I don't know what those are.
Exactly. What's editing?
Who knows? Ah! Good job, me.
Why do you fail?
Because we're Sonic heroes.
I suppose.
Oh, so many tokens. Okay, yeah, see,
I saw that.
I faded there because I fucked up. Several times. That was my fuck up several times. Yeah. So see, this is what a colored gem path looks like.
Neat.
So we got the blue gem, and we can go to the level that requires the use of the blue gem to get 100%. Usually that just means, like, if you see a level and you're like, man, I only got like half of the damn boxes. Where the hell was the rest of them? It's probably because there was a colored gem path.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll never have to ask that.
Yeah.
I'll never play this game.
One thing...
This feels like a waste of invincibility.
It makes you faster.
And once it could be harder to control.
And once it goes, yeah, see, there's a sneaky little bitch up there. If I blew up the TNT, I would have lost my chance to jump on top of the box to grab it.
That's harsh.
Yeah, this level's very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. But, Yeah, and then that puts you right back on the level. Sometimes they're a dick and they put you like later in the level and you have to backtrack to get some boxes.
That's fun.
But this game doesn't really do that, thankfully. Ah!
Ouch.
Yep. It fully flattens him. I love that kind of stuff.
I wish Sonic had that. Sonic
Yeah.
would be fun if he was more like a cartoon character. Or if
That's
they just
pretty
at
much
least
what Bubsy
actually
was
went
trying
all the
to
way
be.
through with the anime route.
That's kind of what
Better
Bubsy
than
was trying to
SO2.
be, because Bubsy... Yeah, there's another trap there. That TNT, if you spin the enemy, it'll launch straight into that TNT. And there's a token right here. So you would lose your chance at that.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, pretty much Bubsy was trying to be like Sonic, but super animated and shit.
Bubsy is the Crash we never had.
Bubsy's the Crash nobody wanted.
That is true as well. Any Bubsy fans out there, I'm curious.
I think Lewis from Brain Scratch liked one of the old ones. So that's that. We might do Bubsy someday. Who knows?
You can.
No, you can.
So it's not happening.
Ugh. Okay, so that was a bitch of timing right there.
Yeah.
That's what each of the different bonus levels have like a different theme or difficulty level, I guess. So the Tana ones are basically just jump on the boxes. The what's his name? Embryo ones, the green guy, or the green guy with the really long face, not the green guy with the beard. His levels are like jump across these boxes with the TNT, and so it's more stressful. And then the Cortex ones are jump across all these TNT boxes, but with really, really strict timing to them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Except one of the Tana bonus levels has a bitch box. And it's on one of the colored gem stages. So it's even more of a bitch. Because like you'll see, I'll point it out when we get there, but it's like the most annoying box to get in this entire game.
Okay.
And I am the authority on that just because I said so.
Fine by me, you played the games.
Of course. Look at all these lives that I don't need. I am actually losing quite a bit of lives off screen, so... I mean, the game is... I'm still at 99, so I am just... The game throws so many lives at you. That's just proof. There it is, the end of the level. Go!
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my.
I left that in because it was hilarious.
Oh my. Alright. That's like on the level of what I did in Mega Man 2. That thing I fucked up like 3 times.
Yeah. Except that was only one time, so. We are climbing.
You're trying to say you're better than me? Ugh.
Yes. Maybe not at Mega Man, though. Okay, so I
I'm
have
gonna play some more classic Mega Man first.
I have the two keys that I need, but I think I'm saving those levels for when I start having to backtrack through all the other levels. Oh yeah, here's a fun gem pathway right here.
Wee. How many total lives is that?
I think it's like 27 or something.
Jeez.
It's awesome.
You know what's funny too is
Then
the only
you have
people
to
seeing
die.
that path. The only people seeing that path are the ones who don't even need them.
Yeah. But now it's time to play the level legit. I just wanted to show that off.
Ow.
And because I beat the level already, there's the time trial clock. Which those were added for the remake of Crash 1, because like I said, they added the time trials for Crash 3 originally, but the remake retroactively puts them in Crash 1 and 2.
Okay.
They're pretty fun in Crash 2 because they actually give you an ability from Crash 3 into Crash 2, but they don't do it for Crash 1, which is kind of sad.
Oh, that's dickish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this area is a little sketchy.
We. I have nothing to say.
That's gonna be your catchphrase, you realize.
Either that or take a drink.
That's the theme of our Dark Souls playthrough, at least. Though this is, I guess, is the Dark Souls platformers. Take a shot. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I got water, and I'm out of water, actually. I drank it all already. I'm boiling in this room. I need water.
Just don't be hot. It's that
I
easy.
have Dr. Pepper and beer in here, and that's it, and I don't want that.
You're letting the heat control your mind. You gotta let go of these worldly feelings.
I would. I kind of need some water. That's not a worldly feeling. That's biological, man.
You know, now that I'm thinking of it, like the Sonic Colors, Sonic Forces style level design is pretty much just Crash Bandicoot.
I mean, yeah.
It's just
Remember
fast.
Adventure where Sonic was trying to be a little more original?
It's not Crash Bandicoot. It's Fast Bandicoot.
All right, channel over.
I'm going to take my check, and I'll see you in like 30 minutes when we have to do Sonic Frontiers.
Spoilers,
Oh, yeah.
This isn't up yet.
Dude, we talk about when we're gonna do Frontiers in every playthrough.
And now the time is now. Yay. Oh look, it's that box puzzle you like. Are you excited?
Yeah, this one killed me a couple times.
And you missed a fruit. What the fuck?
You were just literally yelling at me earlier because I was jumping on the boxes to get the fruit.
Yeah, you showed commitment then, but you don't show it now, and I'm sad.
It's over a pit. What do you want me to do?
Jump into that pit is what you do.
I already
I'd
did
do it.
like 3 times off screen.
I'd do it.
Yeah, see, you just saw, I have 97 lives. I died.
I saw nothing. I'm blind.
I died for that.
This is a blind playthrough after all.
Yeah, this is the first time I've played Crash Bandicoot ever. I'm just that good.
That's what you'll be saying when you see me play Crash 4 for the first time. Yeah.
I'm sure. Ba-da-ba. We're almost to the top
I'll
of
live stream it
Cortex.
too, so you know I can't cheat.
Okay. Oh, for some reason I thought his skin color was green. This is the guy I was talking about earlier.
Oh.
His bonus levels, yeah. But this is his boss fight. He doesn't actually like Cortex. It's like in the game after this, the whole story is Cortex has no more allies, so he tricks Crash into getting crystals. But then you meet Embryo as well, and he's like, Cortex is going to use the crystals to destroy the world. If you keep helping him, I'm going to have to stop you, but you should collect the gems to help me. So you end up doing both, and you give them both what they want at the end of the game.
Man, anime ruined slimes for me.
Oh my god, these are not even attractive.
They're not supposed to be attractive. They just melt all your clothes.
These don't look like any other slimes from anime, though. These are just gross booger things.
They look like anime slime, specifically the ones that melt off clothes because harem.
If you look at the health bar, his name is just question mark, exclamation point, question mark. It's pretty funny.
He's
Also,
a living, breathing copyright infringement.
Also, no wonder he doesn't like Cortex. His lab is just a couple of wooden tables in a random room in this castle.
I like to think he could have gotten more. He's just protesting. Being like,
Probably.
you won't listen to me, I won't give you good production. Fuck you.
I like Cortex, like the writing in Crash 4 is so hilarious when like Cortex and Brio are interacting, because there are these levels in Crash 4 that are called flashback tapes, and they're like when Crash, before this game, it takes place before this game. It was like Crash training to be Cortex's commander, so he's just jumping on crates, perfecting the art. And sometimes, every time you die, Cortex says something hilarious. And one of like a couple of them, he's like yelling at Embryo to like get the Revivotron and shit like that. It's like, I can't wait till we get to that game.
Wee.
Cause like these games, like, okay, this is the fucking box. So, see these two bouncy crates. Yeah, you gotta swerve around the one above it. So you
That's
can,
some Klonoa shit right there.
yeah, it's a bitch. The timing is so precise. You did not see me retry this like 50 times. I'm not even joking. This took me like 50 tries. This whole level, it's a colored gem level. It took me, this was the single longest level in the game for me. The lab. Because I would
Thank you, editing Sama.
I would get all the way to the freaking end, and I would die to some bullshit. And I'd have to do the whole damn level again, including that stupid, the hardest box jump in the game. So,
If you miss and hit the top one, does it break it?
yes. And
Of
then
course.
you have to retry the bonus level. Which retrying the bonus level is not that bad, except when you're already retrying this level a million times. You know?
Yeah.
And then like the times that you get the box bounce perfect, you're like hoping and praying that you'll beat the level because you don't want to do that shit again. Yeah. This level has lots of tricky hitboxes just because of the lightning and a lot of tricky timing with like these doors that only open when you hit the exclamation point box. And like you can't see that platform going in and out. So I kind of cheese it by standing over here.
Of course.
Which, you know, when I played this the first time, I didn't realize you could do this sort of stuff. So,
Just go already.
I'm waiting for the perfect time.
Finally.
Yes. Dude, I am at the end of the level. I don't want to lose.
I don't care.
You be happy. I cut out like 3 hours of this level.
If you are too far off screen, does this not blow up?
In the
I noticed you wait
original,
in other areas.
see, I do it out of habit because it's scary. Because the PS1 games had a problem where if TNT blew up off screen, it wouldn't blow up surrounding boxes.
Ah.
So they fixed that for this remake, but I always still wait around just in case.
Yeah. Back we go.
It's time for the last colored gem.
Finally.
Yay, we're cutting straight to it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you needed to get this colored gem, you had to get another colored gem. This is stupid.
Why not?
And this level's like not even hard to like do without dying. This was like my second attempt. And you can just stand in the freaking rocks or the stone up here because it's a good game. We're at 81%. We're almost there. It's time to backtrack though. Through all these levels that we didn't get boxes in. Let's see. Yep. Cortex power. This one's the one level in the game with a significant amount of alternate pathways. So it's hard to know which way you have to go to get 100%. Because sometimes boxes are on pathways, sometimes they're not on other pathways. So
That's what guides are for.
yeah, but I'm a man. I don't need no damn guide.
Meh. No shame from me. I'll use it.
It's these freaking lightning things. They have like some very tricky hitboxes. Oh, yeah, I died. Thankfully, it's not a color gem.
You just always disappoint.
We got all the color gems, so we don't have to worry about dying anymore.
You can't touch me.
Oh. Okay, so for some of the levels that I like, for some of the levels, I guess I do show like the full completion process. Oh no, I think this is a color gem level. That's why.
Didn't you show off a path earlier?
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the platform's activated. But this is a color gem. I think you do have to do this one without dying, so that's why I'm showing it.
You don't have to go the rest of that way?
No. Well, they put a color gem on the other side, too. So you can, like, there's that box at the beginning of it, but then the rest of the boxes are at the end of the path.
So you can bypass the challenge.
Yes, pretty much. If you know what you're doing, at least. And you can collect the rest of the boxes on this pathway instead. So it's way better to do it this way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, see, it just takes us back a little bit. And we do have to backtrack a little bit of a ways, but trust me, this saves quite a bit of time. Yeah, it's these boxes. Because you can just jump on the end one. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm scared of the freaking UFOs. And then I wait around to see all the freaking numbers go up. That's one thing I really like about the Crash games, and a lot of platformers in the 90s, actually. They only show the HUD elements that are currently relevant. So, like, right now, nothing is needed to be seen, so it's all off screen. But when you start collecting, like, boxes or fruit, then you start seeing those appear on the screen.
I mean, you'll see that in a lot of FPSs where a HUD will disappear when you're not shooting anything.
Yeah.
I think in there it's a little annoying. At least they wish they showed ammo. Because sometimes I forget, and then you just kind of have to, like, shit. They have to, like, fire a shot.
Hey, look, I'm bouncing on the boxes again.
Yeah. No.
This is my reward.
They do look satisfying to break.
That is something that I should say. The Wumpa fruit, like, if you have, like, if I have 89 right there, that carries over into whatever the next level you play. So, if you're close to getting a life, it's useful to collect Wumpa fruit anyways for replaying certain levels. Or, like, going for, or, you know, just getting lives, pretty much. Yeah, see, now I'm cutting straight to where the color gem paths are.
Yay.
Because you already saw me get all the boxes in this level before,
That's expensive. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is one of the cooler ones. It's a very short path, but it's a neat little area. I wish they had more stuff like this in this game. Because this is kind of like a, I don't know, like the Hidden Palace in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's just a cool secret area. Or it feels like a secret the first time you play.
Or like that underground section for Ares Island.
Yeah.
But we'll be seeing that soon enough, so let's not talk about that.
84%. Here's one of the Cortex Unlocked stages that we get with his keys. It's another hog riding level. This one's much harder.
Good. You had too easy of a time last time, you know?
Of course. So I think I did this one on my first try? No, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Now it's time for pain.
There's all this swerving around for boxes.
How easy, how good is this control with the hog? Is it any different from Crash, or can you move the left and right the exact same?
No, it's way stiffer to move left and right. Okay, I did not do this.
Ow.
Thankfully, I can die in this level, so it's fine.
Ah.
Because yeah, we got all the color gems now. That's why I'm backtracking. But no, like how fast you see him going left and right there, that's as fast as he goes left and right. Like there's no finite control or like smoother control with analog stick or anything. It's just that fixed speed left and right.
Right.
It's not that good. The polar bear in the next game controls much better just because you can move left and right faster.
Character switch.
Yay, and a fade. Because I probably fucking died or something.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're doing the hard level again. Because of color gem path. This game hates you. And by you, I mean the collective you. Everyone who plays this game, it will hate you.
I don't play this game, so fuck it.
You will someday.
You say that.
See, this
I
is a
haven't
much...
played Spyro yet either.
Okay, well, personal opinion, Spyro is kind of lame.
Oh.
I liked the first
Is that a
game.
heated opinion?
I think it is because Spyro is a beloved franchise. But I like the first game. But 2 really got on my nerves.
I don't know nothing about Spyro.
Well, it's like in 2. Okay, so real quick, this is an interesting one because you have to break these exclamation point boxes in the right order.
Oh.
As to not block yourself out from getting other ones. And stuff like that. Because, yeah, that one... Yeah. If you're not careful, you wouldn't get that one up there.
How are you supposed to know that's up there?
I mean, you can guess. It's a bunch of freaking iron boxes, and there's more... You know there's got to be an exclamation point box somewhere because there's the outline of some boxes nearby. So that's your hint, I guess. Yeah, that was what we came back here for. I guess I'm doing the rest of this for some reason.
Wee.
Yay.
I got nothing to say.
Jumping.
Other than I'm dying in an oven right now. So fucking hot.
Clearly, we're not prepared for how long
I
these
thought
parts
a
were
full
gonna
cup
be.
of water would be nice, but I drank it all in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's what you get
We
for
still
rushing.
got another 30 minutes of this shit.
Don't worry, it won't be that bad. Half of that is just one level. This is something I also always do. Well, I didn't in this case because I probably already did, and this is like my 3rd attempt at this. But I always check by these bouncing iron crates. I always jump on top of those to see if there's a secret box all the way hidden up on top. Because they do that quite a lot, especially in Crash 4. Crash 4 is a bitch. No.
I just don't think you're that good at it.
I just think you should die.
We all die someday.
Yeah, it's funny to think that, like, gaming media outlets were calling this the Dark Souls of platformers, and then, just to spite them, they made Crash 4 the hardest fucking platformer. The hardest
they
3D
never
platformer.
They never played enough Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the hardest platformer. That's what they don't tell you.
I mean, any game could be spun as a platformer if you think hard enough. Link's
I think
Awakening.
too hard about everything.
Link's Awakening has a jump. It's a platformer. There we go. Zelda 2 is just a really weird platformer.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
I
This
consider Link's Awakening a platformer.
this this is one of the more interesting colored gem pads because this has unique art assets for some reason. Like there's no other cloud level. This is just the one area where we get to see cloud platforms.
Oh, very pretty.
And yeah, now since we were talking about it earlier, if you look in the background, since we're on Island 1, you can see 2 islands in the back.
I get what they're going for here, but this just looks annoyingly tedious. To
So
wait
yeah,
for.
if I could have made that a little faster for myself if I tried to spin the boxes, but
You don't like to do that.
exactly.
You like
'Cause
to
if
make me
you-
suffer.
If you spin the Wumpa fruit, you hear the sound effect of it ricocheting away, and it makes me sad.
You can be sad for all I care.
Well, I'm the one playing the game, so fuck you.
I'll play it next time. I'll make my own Crash playthrough with blackjack and hookers.
And
You know what? Forget about the playthrough.
Forget about the playthrough. Just get the blackjack and hookers.
Go watch Futurama, you pleb.
No.
The fact you still don't know what that reference is, and it hurts me.
The fact that you think I'll ever watch it because it's
now
a
you to watch
fucking-
Rick and Morty. I'll make you watch Futurama. It's good.
No, but we can't watch Rick and Morty anymore because Justin Roiland's an asshole.
Yeah, so we're watching Futurama instead.
Futurama's too long. I don't want to watch it.
You only have to watch the first 4 seasons.
Who would do that?
That's how I usually rewatch it.
Yeah, but you have watched the later seasons.
Just watch them. They're good. It's like, you sat
I
through
know.
all of The Office. Shut up.
Every clip of that show
And then you
that
made me sit through all of The Office.
every clip of that show that I've seen has not been funny. So, like, I don't know.
You never seen the Do a Flip meme?
I have.
It's hilarious.
It's okay.
Alright, channel over. It's a good run.
How many times are you gonna make that joke today? Damn it! It's like the 5th time.
It is. I'm not thinking straight. I'm kind of dying in here. This is what dehydration feels
This is
like.
not crazy jelly thinking. This is crazy jelly commentary. It's just fucking commentate. Damn it!
I'm so thirsty.
Look at all this water.
Fuck you. Now I have to take a piss.
Look at this pristine, clear river water. Wow. Doesn't it look so refreshing?
Kind of.
Except you'll instantly drown if you touch it. It's video game water.
Damn.
But yeah, in freaking Crash 2, they changed the animation to where Crash just sort of like floats on his back in the water, and that's his death animation. It makes no sense. It's just like, why don't you just get out of the water at that point? I don't know.
Yeah.
So many levels that we have to fucking do. At least we get to skip straight to the end of this one. Yeah, going for completion in Crash 1 is not that fun. It's very tedious. There's so much backtracking. Crash 2 and 3, like very much so, eliminate a lot of the headaches that this game has. And that's good. Like that's what good sequels should do. This is very much first game syndrome, the game. So
I mean, it looks like though for just general playthrough and not going for completions, a good time.
Yeah, I would say like just playing the levels from point A to point B, it's pretty satisfying and fun. It's very stop and go, but it's still pretty good.
I didn't feel like playing the level anyways.
Oh, there's boxes. So I had to get the
What
box.
are you going back for?
Because there's boxes!
God damn it!
You know that box we used to get back here? I have to break it.
Ugh.
And then we
That's
have
how
to
they
play
get
the
you.
level as normal, so your comment
That's how they
about
get you.
not playing the level is null and void.
Fuck you.
You have to play more
Screw
of the
this
level.
game.
This is
I'm
the
never playing
best
it.
game ever. What are you talking about? Fucking... It's like not even a top 10 video game of all time.
Damn, putting it down like that.
I mean, top 10 video game of all time is a pretty prestigious section of video games, you know?
Yeah, I can't wait to see you put Nier Automata there.
I doubt it.
Don't put me down like that, man. Let me have something.
I mean, I'm sure I'll like it. I don't know if it'll be like one of my favorites, though.
You say that, you haven't seen that ass yet.
I have.
But not in game, man. It hits different.
You can't go on the internet nowadays without seeing 2B's ass. And this colored gem pathway is literally just this. Yep, that was it.
You
Now,
better not play the rest of the level.
I cut. But the
Oh my
freaking...
goodness.
The color gem pathways in this game are pathetic. They're way more interesting in 2 and 3 by far. And now we've done it. We've gone and backtracked through all the levels. Now
It's time for the hard level.
Oh yeah. Wait, where am I going?
I'm gonna go play an RPG
Oh,
now.
I forgot one of the other new levels. So we're doing that now. This is one of the Cortex key levels. And these are some bitch boxes.
This was the warm up for Crash 4.
Yeah, they played this game and only this game when they made Crash 4.
We just wanted to go back to the original in every single way possible.
Yeah, literally the whole no deaths thing was them being like, oh, it's like the original Crash. But it's fucking ass!
You guys love Crash. You'll love this, right?
Literally in Crash 2, in the bear levels, like the polar bear running levels, I abused the fact that I can die to go back for boxes that I missed.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that in Crash 4 if you're going for completion. And the polar bear controls worse in that game than it does in Crash 2.
Dude, all I remember from when Crash 4 released was everyone was super happy, and then like a day later they found out the completion progress, and I just saw an instant rise in hate.
Were we sharing a dorm?
Yeah, we were still dormmates at that time.
Yeah,
so I watched you play a ton, and you started bitching like a day later. This game is impossible to complete.
Yeah, that was after I had fucking put like 20 hours into it, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I remember explicitly bitching to you about that specific bear level that I was talking about just now. And there's a video.
Times.
It's unlisted on my channel right now, but there's a video of me. Before that was the attempt where I just gave up completing that game, where I got to the end of the level with every box, no deaths, but I missed one at the last bear riding part of the level, and the video is just called Pain. I'll link to it in the description.
Of course.
It was the most painful moment of my life, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now it's time for Stormy Ascent. Never mind.
That comes in the rest. That comes when we reach Final Fantasy 13. The commentary.
Oh boy. Okay, this level's great. All right, good level.
All right, cool.
That was just me unlocking the final boss. So now we can go to the final boss. But we're doing Stormy Ascent first.
Great.
I
I'm
should
so
also
excited.
say we're not watching the credits in this because the credit sequence in the Insane trilogy is the same across all 3 games. So I'll just show it when we do Crash 3.
Oh,
Um,
that's okay. I couldn't show the credits in any of the Halo games.
yeah.
Maybe I'll re-record Halo 2 and 3 and play the originals. I don't know if I still have my copy of Halo 3, actually.
All right. Anyways, we're on the one level that was so hard it got removed from the original game. So
This doesn't even look hard. This just looks frustrating right here.
it's just a lot of like you have to be super patient. Like you can't rush this shit. I almost took a hit there. This is probably
got a little anxious there.
I have no clue how I lived.
Almost. You almost could have made that. How did you fuck that one up? Oh god.
It's a hard level, man.
I guess I'm not used to seeing your mistakes, so.
Well, I wouldn't have cut that out anyways. I didn't die. But yeah, this level's fucking. It's not that bad if you're just going from point A to point B. But if you're getting the boxes, it's a little toughy. Thankfully, you can die on this one though, which is why I'm showing all the stuff.
This doesn't look too bad. This looks pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. Just wait.
I'll play it right now.
Just wait. Even without deaths, this is like easily the longest level in the game. It just keeps escalating. We. Yeah,
This actually looks like some pretty good platforming, though.
It is. It's. This is my like favorite level in the game. I love it. And this is, you know, imagine this, but like escalated, like 20-fold, and you got like Crash 4's levels design mentality.
I mean, if this were like Celeste and it had little to no penalty for death, I think this would be pretty cool for an entire game if it was at this difficulty.
Yeah. Which, you know, Crash 4 has, because there's a no lives mode. But though, as we've discussed, the Crash games just throw lives at you anyway, so it's like you have infinite lives. Even in Crash 4, because in Crash 4, if you're going for completion, they added Wumpa Fruit gems for getting a certain amount of Wumpa Fruit in the level, so you have to collect Wumpa Fruit to complete that game too.
I do see why they cut this, because this is a very big spike in difficulty from any other level.
Yeah. It very much is like it does. They were just like it didn't fit with the game's difficulty curve at all, and I'm already I'm already down to 1 mask. It's looking rough. That is something I should also say. If you die at all, even if you have a level 2 mask, you lose the mask entirely.
Okay.
So you want to avoid dying, but sometimes you just can't help it. But these yeah, all the parts of this stage are just watch the timing. Once you get the timing down in your head, go for it.
Still gotta go for that bonus.
Yep. Well, yeah, I gotta get the gem in this level because they added.
Is the bonus ridiculous too?
A little bit. I went for the jump. I went for the jump, but then I immediately regretted it. Cause yeah, you have to jump across.
Man, you could have put the JoJo part 1 ending here.
Why? Oh, yeah, never mind. The song. To say roundabout.
I forgot the title.
Look at that precarious box breaking business. And then you have to use the TNT crate to break the boxes under the iron crates.
Oh.
Yeah, and then more boxes appear, and you have to use these bouncy guys to get up to there, and...
It's a puzzle. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And you have to leave boxes for your... Oh, there's a fucking TNT up there. Who would have thought? Thanks, Embryo.
Was it Nitro block? Or is that not in this game?
They introduce those in Crash 2.
Oh.
But those are just instant death upon touch, even if you don't spin or jump on it.
Oh god, oh god.
Yeah, see that timing? Because when you hit an exclamation point box, it doesn't make the boxes appear right away. It takes a second.
Okay.
These bouncing metal crates are so jank in Crash 4.
Good job.
Well, yeah, because I didn't break that one on the bottom. I couldn't reach the top of that stack of boxes.
Oh.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is a little tough man, little tough guy.
Oh.
I think most of my deaths are here.
Big rip. I believe in you, but not really.
The loading screen for this level, because each of the levels it has like a hint. For this level, it just says, "Good luck, you're gonna need it."
Did you need it though?
Well, clearly, have you been watching what I'm watching?
Perhaps.
Dun, 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 da, 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 da. I do
I
like
like the music.
I like the music in the Embryo levels.
Back in the good days of platformers.
Am I gonna get
No
it this time?
platformer's been good since.
Am I
All
gonna-
I've played is Sonic and it's shit.
Sonic's the only platformer.
There was that clone named Mario in the 90s, you know, but that was a weird attempt.
It was the clone that went back in time because it came out in '85.
They weren't supposed to know that. Shut up.
Dude, I'm sure there's a lot of kids nowadays that are like, "OMG, Mario's just copying Sonic," because the Mario movie came after the Sonic movies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because of the Cyber Shell video.
Oh, well, kids aren't watching Cyber Shell.
Yeah.
People
It's
watching
not even that
Cyber
they
Shell
shouldn't
are
be
like...
watching Cyber Shell, which they shouldn't. It's just no one watches Cyber Shell.
The only people that watch Cyber Shell are like you and me.
I'm sorry, Cyber Shell, if we insulted you.
He's fine. He'll survive. Oh, did you see that shit?
I've never seen that angelic animation.
Yeah. I think it happened at one point in the last part, but that
Yeah.
usually happens on things that they didn't make a death animation for, so they just play that one.
Like, had a cop out, yeah.
Yeah. In Crash 4, when
No
you
box
play...
for you.
Huh?
No box for you.
Nope. But in Crash 4, if you die as Cortex, he gets a devil instead of an angel.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The Crash 4 just like takes all the things that you'd expect out of a Crash game and cranks them up to like 11. I love it.
Have you ever seen Spinal Tap?
Fuck. No.
That's where that quote comes from.
What quote?
Turning it up to 11.
Oh, okay.
He had an amp that could get that instead of going to 10 went to 11.
That's cool, I guess.
He said he wanted it so he could make the amp louder, and they just asked him why he couldn't get a louder amp. It's a funny scene. Go watch the movie. It's great. But you're not gonna watch the movie.
Maybe.
No one's gonna watch the movie.
Oh.
I'm gonna be sad. Be the only person who's ever seen Spinal Tap. Commenter, tell me if you've seen Spinal Tap so I can tell you you were lying to my face.
Commenters.
So I know you didn't.
Commenters, please just comment something.
Please, we need the engagement. YouTube is not kind to us.
Our channel is just like the meme where the guy's like explaining something to a brick wall.
That's gonna be me next playthrough with Sonic Frontiers.
I mean, no. That's just still just our regular shit.
Shut up. Let me have my satisfying joke and I have things to say.
Ah!
God damn it, you died again.
Oh, but I got a checkpoint. Thank God. That was so good.
Alright, that's unfortunate.
That was so good.
That's a little unfair if he's off-screening you like that.
When you die like that in this game, it feels just like slapstick. It's not like, ah, damn, I died. It's, fuck you, Crash. Okay, this one sucks.
Yeah.
The first two are on the same timing.
That is, wow.
It's by design. You can make it. Yeah, it's
I assume. It's just, dang.
I'm rushing it right now. God damn.
You're like, no time to be patient.
If you pay attention, sometimes you'll see Crash just turn towards the wall. That's me purposefully like angling the stick towards the wall to make my jumps a little more precisely.
I wonder if at some point they had more difficult levels like this planned, or if this was the only one and that's why they cut it.
Well, there was another one that got cut. I don't know if it was actually finished though. I think it involved like climbing a waterfall or something. But then that would have been another level theme, and
yeah,
that's probably why it wasn't fully developed. Over 100% complete.
I hate when they do that and collect-a-thons.
And now it's time for the final boss, which is a bitch with hitboxes. Can you tell why yet? Crash takes up, I don't know, like 90% of the screen. And these projectiles you have no depth perception on. So, yeah. Yeah, just hit the green ones and you win. Easy.
I like this song here.
Oh yeah, Cortex
kind
is
of slow.
Cortex's theme is amazing in all the games. And it picks up a little bit here.
It's nice for the epicness.
Yeah, we're on top of his blimp.
Neat.
Floating around his castle, which is now burning for some reason.
I always like when games have rotations around 3D objects like that. Even if it's a modern game, I'm like, it still looks cool. It's a neat set piece.
Yes, I agree.
And I miss it.
I agree.
This is just the Ocarina of Time final boss.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing tennis with Ganondorf right now.
So, kind of want to bring this up. Cortex in the originals, they redid all the voice acting for this game, for the remake, which you'd kind of
expect. Is it the same cast?
No, because Cortex in the original games was Clancy Brown. Was voiced by Clancy Brown, which if you don't know, he's Mr. Krabs and the soldier from Team Fortress 2. But he passed away.
Oh.
But that's not why he was replaced as Cortex. Cortex started being voiced by Lex Lang once Crash Bandicoot was sold from Naughty Dog to other companies. So starting with Wrath of Cortex, which was the original quote-unquote Crash 4, which was on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Yeah, it was Lex Lane from then on. But hey, we're
Is
back
he still
here.
the same one or new? Or is he? Is there a new one?
No, it's still Lex Lang, um, which is good because he does a great job in this game, and in Crash 4, he's like a treat in all these games.
Okay.
Because Cortex is just a freaking crazy motherfucker. So
Yeah, sometimes it just takes getting the right voice actor, and it's like you just can't
Yeah.
replace him, like Mike Pollock or something.
yeah, but yeah,
Or who I can't remember his name, but the guy who voices Dante in Devil May Cry 3
yeah.
cannot replace him.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried, but they failed.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, this is the alternate ending of the game. If you get all the boxes and go to that really short level that we played earlier, all the gems will form a pathway, and that leads to where Tana is. So you could skip the final boss. And now we get the like, where are they now screen for all the
I like
characters.
the "Where Are They Now" screen from Animal House.
I have not seen that or whatever that is.
Oh,
Are you gonna explain it, or are you just gonna sit in silence?
it's about this really dumb college fraternity, and when it gets to the ending scene after they lost or after they won, they're all like they become like the highest paying rich people in the world or politicians or like president of the U.S. or something.
Hmm.
And then all the snotty rich kids who they beat and the dean, they like go to jail and get raped in prison.
Ah,
Yeah. There's others, but it's hilarious.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's Crash 1. It's a pretty good game. It's just like I said earlier, it's massive first game syndrome. I still would recommend playing it if you're trying to get into the Crash series. It's a good starting point. But you will like Crash 2 and 3 and 4 better.